Welcome to the Roo Dits and Loz podcast, kept hot by Ream. You can listen to this podcast anywhere you like, even in the shower. Ream, Australia's favourite hot water.
Adelaide, the greatest city in the world. It's time to wake up with the team born and bred right here in South Australia. The unofficial Mayor of Adelaide, AFL legend and Yabby peeling record holder, Mark Rasciuto. The former squash champ and current B-grade golf champ, Chris Didmar. And the award-winning radio host who's the dumbest smart person you know, Laura O'Callaghan. Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Yeah, hello. A big Tuesday morning coming up here on Triple M. How is everybody?
Yeah, good. Right on 6. Look at that. Sharp. Very sharp.
There you
It's
go.
cold.
You can set your clocks by us. Yeah, it is fresh, isn't it?
It's fresh. Get your puffers out.
Wasn't it the coldest day we've had all year?
Yeah, it was. And
Yesterday?
today might even beat that.
Crisp. Very crisp indeed.
All right, stay in bed, roll over, cuddle someone.
Yeah.
Just have us on.
Port Augusta is known for its heat. It's usually bloody hot up there.
Yeah.
It's significantly hotter than Adelaide. Today it's 13 as a top
Ugh.
up there.
Really?
Up in the mid-north.
God.
The old dingle dangles will be cold before
That's right.
you get out of bed.
That's right. Hey, Tex Walker's coming in later on this morning. Will he be able to play out the rest of the season?
I heard his back.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time, is it, Loz?
No.
So he's clearly got an issue. We'll find out more with Tex. Your wheelie bin is going crazy.
Yes, isn't it just?
It'll hit 10,000 today if it doesn't go off at 10 o'clock
Yeah.
or 8 o'clock
10K.
this morning. At 1 o'clock today, it's going to hit 10,000
Big
bucks.
milestone.
Getting
Wow.
nervous.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Clue Day, so we're all gearing up for that.
I'm
ready for a new
I've lost
clue.
the plot. I Googled all the clues again yesterday.
Yeah.
And I've come up with nothing.
Really? Have you
Yeah.
looked into them?
I'm
Have
thinking
you
there
done
could be a
research into all of them?
Kamikaze pilot in your bin or something. I don't know.
Oh, don't start guessing, Dits, because you could get it right, and I'd have
Yeah.
to pretend it could be a kamikaze.
All right.
Oh, damn
Eating a chocolate bar.
What have you
Something like that. Yeah, I
Imagine
know.
opening that up. That'd
Yeah.
be a weird.
Hey, by
morning.
the way, have you had the world's biggest baby? We're going to find out about
or
this.
Adelaide's maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not the world, but yeah.
I have some exciting news.
What news?
You are fake news.
Well, that's good news.
Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Overnight news.
Yeah, so the Australian Defence Force is very desperate for new recruits, which we are well aware of. It's not like it used to be. People don't join up like they used to. So the Albanese government are going to change the rules to allow foreign citizens from overseas to join the ADF. It'll be people from New Zealand, Canada, Pacific Islands, and so I think it's more people part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I suppose we're all on the same side, aren't
Yeah. I thought we already could, because my mum's from Canada and she was in the army for 10 years. So
we? Was she?
Yeah.
So,
I wonder what the rules are. I wonder if you have to have some sort of partial, I don't know. But yeah, that's how apparently desperate they're getting, because Australian citizens are not joining.
But as you said, if you're from if you're from Britain or something, I do presume we're all on the same side.
I would have thought.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
think some people are a bit
nothing
like,
wrong with it,
oh,
is
is it a bit weird getting people? I think it's fine.
As long as we're not fighting the other
Yeah.
place where they're from.
I mean, unless we're going to war with New Zealand.
Which I think, having just thought, I reckon I know a Scottish bloke who's been in the Air Force for a long time. So it must have been happening.
There must be some way to do it.
And your mum was in the Australian Army, was she?
She was.
Oh.
And her dad was in the Navy. and
Ask
he's-
Canadian Calf during the break. How's it
might.
all
Yeah.
work?
I might.
She's an avid listener. Mexico's
Kat.
got its first female president, Claudia Sheinbaum. Or
Yeah.
Baum. Or
Baum.
Baum. First one in 200-year history. I'm 99.9% sure I heard this right on the news last night. There were 38 candidates assassinated through the
Pardon me?
process.
You mean in this election alone?
Well, I'm sure I heard that.
Or has it
might
been
be
in
wrong.
history?
This could be one of the all-weather reports that it's 15 in Perth and it's 30, but
Yeah, right.
I might be wrong.
Fake news.
38. You wouldn't put your name up for election, would you, if that was the case?
She looks like a pretty impressive. She was a scientist and she seems like a normal person. So
Yeah.
A bit of a
see.
deterrent, I would have
Oh,
thought.
it would have been a little bit of a deterrent. Hey, the electric vehicles market's in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if you saw the picture of what's happening in Port Melbourne. All the Teslas lined up over there.
Yeah.
Their sales have tanked 44% in April alone. Now, that's 1 month, and that's a distorting figure because for the last 3 years they have gone up a lot. But the cost of EVs has come down dramatically as well. They're saying that they have to try and sell all these cars. They get 2,000 Teslas every month coming into Port Melbourne, and they just can't sell them. A brand new Tesla Model Y is now $11,400 cheaper than they were only recently.
Yeah, the prices are
a
plummeting.
Peugeot's gone from 63 to 40,000.
That's a big drop.
Yeah, a lot of the Chinese electric vehicles, I think, are having an impact on the market. But
Roo, they must have forward ordered. I suppose you do for things like this. But if there's still 2,000 Teslas arriving per month, wouldn't you say stop sending them?
yes, you would. And I don't know why. I don't know enough about it. Car expert, Sky News car expert Caleb Bond said the market's softened. People are not buying them.
Caleb Bond.
Yes, that's what it
Is he a
says
car
here.
expert?
That's what it says. Not buying the same numbers because I've worked out it's all a bit of a sham. Is in his words. So
Yeah, right.
See what happens.
Caleb Bond, a car expert. I didn't know that.
Roo, Chuck and Bex. Roo's in an elite company now, elite band of people. You mentioned yesterday you're getting into the beehive.
Beehive.
Beekeeping.
My wife is.
King Charles and David Beckham.
They
That's
froth
their
it.
hobby.
What do they got?
They both have.
They got beehives?
They are
Yeah.
beekeepers. So you're in good
joking.
company, Roo, Chuck and Bex.
David's
Roo,
out there collecting these bees
when
every
you,
morning.
we didn't elaborate on this yesterday, but you said you bought Sarah wanted this as a birthday present. So you buy the beehive, but seriously, I'm asking here.
Yes,
do you have to,
I know
you have
you'd
to
be
buy,
very serious,
Do you have to
Dids.
buy a queen, or
You
how
have
does
to
it all
buy
start?
bees. Yes,
you
you,
need
have
a
to buy
queen.
bees, and you have to put them at the right time of the year. So we haven't actually set ours up yet. We've got it waiting for spring to come because it's the right time.
Yeah.
You have to have a water supply. You have to do the smoking, like Loz said, which I've got to learn a little bit about this. But
Is this an expensive hobby?
it's not super expensive, but you wouldn't
think
do
it's
it to
just-
save money in the short term.
No, you're doing it as a
A
hobby.
long-term
Bit of
thing,
a hobby,
Yeah.
but will produce a lot of honey, and I'll have sticky fingers for a long time.
What does it mean for
Seriously.
kids playing in the yard or whatever? I mean, are these things flying around on the loose, or are they?
No, they're on collars, the bees.
Are they?
On leashes.
Right.
Bee on a leash.
No, there's a lot of
you got
bees,
Trixie and
but there's
Rex
not.
and-
You're not walking around going in the backyard.
Rufus.
But I tell you what, the fruit trees will be booming.
Yeah, because they'll pollinate everything.
Yeah.
Getting busy.
So how many bees do you buy?
Put it
first
this way,
up?
Ditz, if it doesn't work, the
Yeah.
bees won't be staying.
Right.
I always said you and Sarah are the posh and Becks of Adelaide.
I'll
So
cut
there
it
you go.
out.
David's
Don't
out there
even
with his
say
bees
that.
again.
But
my mum,
Chook's got bees. I just like my little garden.
it's good. My mum just texted and she said I was a resident. So Canadian
So it's
Kath was
about
able to
being-
join the army.
she's an
because
Aussie.
she was a resident. So she lived here. She didn't have her. Oh, look, I'm not going to go into her. But anyway, but the I think what they're doing now is you don't even have to be a resident.
I suspect Canadian Kath was
What do you mean, a
spy.
refugee?
Well, yeah. Well, no, not a refugee, but you're just a foreign national. So you're just someone who's lives in New Zealand.
I
You
reckon
can
your
join-
mum was MI5 or something.
Stop
and you
it.
don't
She's
know
getting
about
very nervous. She does keep things on the
Kath's
down
not
low.
her real name.
Stop it. I
She's
can see a
had-
red laser
Her real
beam.
name is something like Q.
I can see a red laser beam on
why
your
is there a
forehead.
red
Diz.
dot?
Someone's going to take you out.
On Triple M, it's time to speak to a sexpert. She knows about relationships, but she also knows Roo from high school.
So, oh, man, I feel uncomfortable talking about your Mark.
Please welcome to Triple M Breakfast, our sassy sexpert, Wala Truscott.
Oh, good morning, Wala.
Good morning.
Hey, we never had a fling, Wala. Let's just make that clear, can we?
Mark, you know I'm gonna. Mark, you know I'm gonna take every opportunity to make you feel uncomfortable.
I'm just putting it on the record. We never even touched each other.
It's true. It's true. We just went to school together. But I just like making him squirm.
I was scared of you, Wala.
Doing a great job of making it swear.
What's today's topic?
Oh, we're going to talk about disinterested partners in the bedroom.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So if you are in the bedroom and you're trying to kind of get things going and you want your partner to contribute to how you're interacting, but then you hear something like, well, just do whatever you want.
I've heard that before.
Get it over with.
So when you have that, when you hear that kind of response, there's a real, like a disconnect in the body because you kind of know your partner's not contributing.
Yeah.
And you know they're going along with things, but you really want someone to be your partner in the bedroom.
Yeah.
There's a couple of reasons why people do that. One, they don't even know what's on the menu, so you can't order off of a menu that doesn't exist.
What do you have to tell them beforehand?
Well, quite often people are...
Doesn't that take out the spontaneity or
You
not?
walk in with an apron on and they say, this is the specials tonight.
No, it's more... Wouldn't you prefer your partner to actually request what they want, though?
Yeah, probably.
God.
Yeah, so if they don't know how to ask for what they want, how can they ask for it?
Right.
Come on, dude.
Right?
What if it's not on the menu, what they ask for?
Oh, that's a totally different segment.
Out of stock. Yeah.
But the other side to why... is we have starfish, or I call that starfish, because people are trying to guess what you want.
And you're just lying there like a star.
You're just lying there looking at the ceiling going, do whatever you want. But the actual person in their mind is saying, are you done yet?
Yeah.
Right?
Finish
Because
it,
then...
Dits?
Because they're not actually contributing. So it's
Right.
quite disconnected.
It is a bit disconnected.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
right disconnected.
Yeah, right.
He's drawn a starfish.
Yeah, big starfish. But let's talk about starfish in the relationship. The person that says, I'm laid back and easygoing. I'm a go with the flow type of person. I'm cruisy, whatever, Trevor. That's the starfish out of the bedroom.
Right.
And do whatever you want is the starfish in the bedroom.
Okay.
So you have to be contributing both in and out of the bedroom in order for there to feel like you have a partner.
24/7 job.
Yeah, because the person then making the decisions all the time gets decision fatigue and feels like they're the one, they're running a restaurant instead of...
I'm sorry, but I can't get this menu out of my head. Yeah.
I teach 5 different flavours.
Okay.
What?
5 different erotic flavours so that people
Yeah.
can understand what their body actually feels like.
Okay.
Write these down, Dits. What are they?
The first flavour is intimacy, so that's no erotic touch.
Okay.
Like just it's the affectionate stuff. It's the holding of the hands, kissing on the forehead, spooning, that type of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Then the second flavour is connective. So remember Joey from Friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
How you doing?
Oh, okay. So that kind of sort of
Yeah,
vibe.
but
Yeah.
that type of connection is only going to be flavoursome if there's erotic friction and sexual tension. Without that, it's eye roll.
Yeah. Annoying. Yeah.
It's annoying. Right?
Yeah.
Then the third flavour is primal,
Mm-hmm.
the animalistic
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
The fourth flavour is lovemaking, where we just need to slow down.
Okay.
Right? And then the
We need to
fifth
be
flavour,
told that and reminded a bit, the blokes, every now and then.
Yeah.
and then the fifth flavour is exploratory, like going and doing different things so that you can figure out what you do and don't like.
Okay.
Don't just have the schnitzel.
No.
Ordering the ham and
toppings.
pineapple pizza.
Different
right.
toppings on a schnitzel.
Yeah. And sometimes you like the gnocchi and sometimes the gnocchi's not so good.
Special of the day.
But you can't keep ordering pasta without changing the sauce, or else it's just pasta.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
Very
well,
good, Wala.
There's a fair bit
So,
to think about.
If someone's got a starfish in the bedroom, it's more about giving them more things to choose from and making sure that, the menu's a little bit fresh and exciting so they're not just going, just finish eating and all that.
Rightio, Loz.
God, where are you going, Loz?
Come on,
Jeez.
Loz.
No, it all comes down to hormonal systems as well. So your 24/7 body is going to be different to a 28-day body.
Yeah.
When it comes to flavours.
Okay.
And a woman is a 28-day body and a man is a 24/7 one. Is that
Well,
right?
technically these days it's a bit different.
Yeah. Oh, Wala.
All right, Wala.
All
All
right.
right, you good?
You've got me thinking now. I'm going to have to expand the menu.
I'm hungry. All this food talk.
We're not talking about food, Dits. We're talking about cuddles.
Yeah, you could be starving in
knows
that aspect then.
He wants both.
All right. Thanks,
fun.
Wala.
Thank you. See you
Wala
next time.
Truscott. Our
See you.
Sassy
Bye.
Sexpert.
Suburbs.
For all your steel supplies, it has to be Centurion Steel. Centurion.com.au.
G'day, it's Tex Walker from the Crows.
Tex. G'day, Tex.
G'day, Dits.
Morning.
Loz.
G'day.
G'day,
The hammer
Texan.
intact.
You know what the best thing about driving in here on a Tuesday is?
What is it?
Listening to you giggle like a 12-year-old boy when you listen to Whaler.
Yeah.
Wala.
Sexpert.
Wala.
Yeah, the Sexpert.
Yeah, I know.
Do you like
It's time
Wala?
to grow
She's
up,
good,
isn't
isn't
it?
she?
Oh,
Are you
does he
learning
actually,
something?
Does he actually write stuff down?
Yeah,
Loz?
does.
I've got pages of notes here.
He drew a starfish
Have you
yesterday.
learnt something?
This morning.
Did I learn something?
Yeah.
What?
Going to put more,
Listening to-
more
Oh, yeah,
items on the
listening to
menu,
Whaler,
Tex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you look at the menu, you just can't buy.
You got to give Ellie a few more options on the menu.
She's got plenty of options on the menu.
Just doesn't want spaghetti bolognese every week.
Well,
mate.
this leads me to how'd you hurt your back?
And
Shag us back, you reckon?
don't eat too quickly.
Yeah. All right. Look,
Right,
we're just-
what's going on?
this
Let's
is
talk
so
football,
bad.
shall we? What's happening with the back? What's the story? Because this is the second time this year, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's nowhere near as bad as last time, Ditz, but just coming at half time and it really locked up and spasmed on me. So, didn't have much movement at half time, so we decided to sub me out and sub Bez in.
What part of the back is it?
Lower back. So it's
Well,
improved in the last 48 hours, or what are we, Tuesday, probably nearly 72. It's improved heaps, so we'll have a run around today and see how it pulls up ahead of Thursday night.
Did you have the review yesterday?
We did, yeah.
What was spoken about? What happened in the first half against Hawthorn at the MCG on Saturday? Because it was a big game. The club wanted to win a game at the MCG. It was a winnable game against Hawthorn, even though they were in very good form, but just was un-Crows-like this year. Had a good 6 to 8 weeks, but that wasn't what the Crows have been putting up lately.
Oh, where do I start? It's probably every area. They beat us up in contested ball, and defensively they were better than us, and they moved the ball too easily. They had, I think, 11 or 12 shots in the first quarter. And
But why does that happen, Tex? Why do you think that happens?
it's
What did you say in the meeting yesterday? What did the boys say? What did the coaches say?
We probably put it down to our pure mindset wasn't ready to go, and we weren't up for the fight in the first quarter, which is probably hard to hear as a Crows supporter. But
you would have known they were going to be tough
we-
because they've been tough for the last few weeks against Port and against Brisbane.
Yeah, we
Collingwood?
certainly had it. Like our last quarter was a positive, but yeah, it was just too far gone. It really, really disappointing for our group, and suppose we just got to look forward to a 5-day break into Richmond on Thursday night.
A couple of issues, though. Your captain, Jordan Dawson, played with a sore foot. Where's he at?
Now,
Will he be all right for Thursday night?
I don't know where he's at now. He's probably on the way to Westlake.
Tell us about the sore foot.
Oh, he's got a bit of a sore toe at the moment. So, yeah, that's just something that he's going to have to manage.
What's it called? What's he got? Is it called?
Turf toe.
Turf toe.
What? He's
It's where you
turf
get
toe.
like
Tex has had it before.
yeah, I've had turf toe before. I got tackled and my foot was pretty much upright and it got jammed in the turf.
So
So
driven
the
into
big-
the ground.
So it's your big toe, your main joint that gets jammed up, and yeah, it's not fun.
How painful is it? And can you get over it quickly, or does it linger for the rest of the year?
Oh, it depends. Yeah, you can certainly manage it through the year, but they tend to hang
Can you
around a bit
inject
and
it?
cause it. Yeah, you can get an injection in it, but
But then you can't
it's a
feel
small
your foot.
joint, so it can be
Bit
quite
painful.
Bit painful, yeah.
What about Matt Crouch? Am I right in saying he played out the game with? He was actually injured the whole time.
Yeah, he's just a gritter, Crouchy.
Yeah.
His AC joint, it happened in the first quarter, and he played out for the
First quarter.
last 3
Gee,
quarters.
that's tough, isn't it?
So
Do you think
Yeah,
you'll
we're gonna-
do you think you'll play this week, Tex?
I'll see how I go today. Having a run around.
50-50?
Yeah, I haven't had a run around. I didn't train yesterday, so we'll see how we go today.
Unlikely to play Nick Murray. Played his first game back in the SANFL after a knee reconstruction, so he'd been out for 10 months. Played really, really well, but would it be unlikely for him to play this week after that?
Oh, I don't know. I think you got to keep long-term scope on these sort of things. You don't want to rush him back, but we'll have to see how we go after today.
I want to ask you about a player on the weekend, young Borlays. Now, I thought in the first quarter, Gunston got on top a couple of times, and I thought, he's got his hands full here. But then didn't he turn it around? He ended up having a great game.
Yeah, he's learning his craft very quickly. Jimmy Borlace, he's been very good, and it's funny. Like I reckon in the past, probably last year before, Gunner might have kept going with that, but he got better and better, and his ability to fight back was outstanding on the weekend, I thought. G'day, it's Tex Walker from the Crows.
Come on.
Tex.
Now, we were all very disappointed when Riley Thilthorpe hurt his knee, and, how long has he been out so far?
All year.
Oh, it was in the
happened
pre-season.
pre-season.
Yeah, so all year.
And he'll be back. What?
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
And I just don't know if people are prepared for his return. I've seen some photos of he can only really be described as a mountain man. He's got a full beard. He's put on some muscle.
Yeah.
He's enormous.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah, it's good. But he's a different man. Like, does that often happen when someone
Does it
gets
make
injured?
you want to look at the menu, Loz? Or?
Oh, God. Texas.
Sorry, Whaler's in my head today.
Whaler Truscott. Yeah.
Is it Whaler?
Whaler.
Whaler
Sorry,
Truscott,
I'm
our
saying Whaler.
sexpert, yeah.
Whaler.
No. This is purely just a footy chat. There's nothing,
Yeah, well, he's certainly put on some kilos. His arms are looking massive, and he's grown this big. It's a colourful beard. It's got ginger in it.
Yeah.
It's got brown in it.
all the spices.
Yeah, licorice also.
Colours of the rainbow.
It is.
The leg's going to be able to hold the upper body.
Nah, he'll be right. He's chomping at
And
the
did he
bit.
learn guitar? He told me he was going to learn guitar while he was
know
recovering.
a
Are
bit
you and
about
him
him.
chatting?
No, we were on the
Are
air.
you
It was
chatting offline? Or?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
No,
might have
I've
put your
literally
foot in
met
it.
the man. We had a conversation with him on air. He said he was going to learn guitar.
On air
Riley
where?
and Loz.
On Triple M. Do you not remember?
No?
You don't pay attention when it's crow's
You
feet.
chasing Riley?
No, I'm not.
Bit
I'm
of celebrity goss
Yeah.
there,
Oh,
Ruth.
this is.
OMG.
You play guitar. You play guitar, don't you?
Oh, yeah,
Guitar or flute?
So
There's something
sorry.
happening here, is there?
Wow. Loz, why are you
Never
going
even
bright
met
red?
him. I've never even met him.
Bitch, what are you writing down over there?
Loz and Riley up
Just
a tree,
making that,
KISSIN.
Okay. This is why I don't get in.
I might have to
That's
ask
why I
him.
don't get involved in
You
sport
could teach him a few chords and things. Get your guitars out.
on the guitar.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
Yeah.
I could be his mother. He's like 12 years old.
Strum a few notes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, Tex.
I'll tell him you like his
let's
beard.
get. Why,
Neuro
why
Mates
tell
does,
him next
text
time you
line
see
here.
him.
I know why Tex has a bad back. I saw him washing his car at the Happy Wash in the manual wash at Hyde Park. Tell him to pay the extra $5 and get the auto wash and look after his back.
are you going for the manual wash, Tex?
Yeah, it's good. I'd teach the kids that manual labour's good.
Okay.
Righto.
Who wrote that?
Anonymous.
Put your name to it.
All right, I'll see if I can
He's
get it.
fired up now. Hey,
That's
Tex,
the first text he's ever sent. What? The first text he's ever sent to us.
To our text line.
one-time listener, first-time texter.
0488811047.
Rising Star is in the news at the moment. Should Rue's been outspoken about this morning and yesterday. Should we change the rules on it? Because Harley Reid and Sam Darcy will be ineligible to win it.
I think the only person that you're hurting is yourself if you get suspended. So if you get suspended for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, that hurts your opportunity to win it. So I think we should get rid of whether you're suspended or not. If you're out for 6 weeks and still able to win it in 17 games, good luck to you.
Yeah, because you can't.
You're the
win it
best
anyway.
person to win it.
Right.
You should be able to win it.
Okay. Same for the Brownlow?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
If you're able to win it off 17 games and you've been suspended for 6 weeks,
So just the
you're
best.
you're the best in the competition. You should win it.
All right, so time to tweak it, you reckon?
I think so.
Yeah. No, good on you. Hey,
And I've always said I'd love, especially for the Brownlow, I'd love past players who, Mark Rashidos of the world, Lee Matthews, they get to go and watch the game. And before the game, they sit with the coaches and go, okay, this week Taylor Walker's going to tag Chris Dittmar. Loz is going to go to Hamish. So they get an understanding of how the game's going to play out. So then they get to sit and watch the game and they see that I did a really good job on you versus the umpires looking at the mids getting the
who
stats.
got 30 touches, yeah. Okay.
So they get an understanding of how the game's getting set up and planned and what impact I have on... Because you might be having...
No,
40,
that's an interesting concept. I actually haven't heard that before. That is good.
I think it... And
What? Hang on, what are you saying?
I'd love past players to judge the Brownlow, not the umpires, because I'd love them to sit with their
You're going
coaches.
to pay people to sit there and watch the game closely
wouldn't-
and
I don't
award
think
it.
you really need to pay Pete. What you would...
No, I'm just saying if you're going to get people to do it, you'd have to do it properly.
Yeah. I'd love to see
Minimum
past
wage.
players, get past players back into the game and they judge the Brownlow.
You wouldn't be able to have froths while they're doing it or anything.
Well, if that helps your vision, then you do what you feel pleased through.
he played well. Give him three. Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah. All
I
right.
like that.
Right.
I like it. Have you got a joke to leave
Did
us
you hear
with?
about the two blokes that were robbing a liquor store? One grabbed a bottle and turned to his mate and said, "Hey, mate, is this whiskey?" His
No.
mate said, "Yeah, it's whiskey. Not as whiskey as wobbing a bank."
I reckon my son Tom's done
I think
that.
we've heard that one. Touch of deja vu here on the
8-year-old Tom Richard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stealing Tom's gag. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
You've done Bill Brownless and you've stolen it.
Bullshit. Bill stole
You
mine.
stole Bill and now you've stole Tom.
Bullshit.
Next you'll be bloody stealing
Well,
bloody
have Riley
Anthony
Philthorpe
Lehman.
on your Triple M then.
It's to the laws.
I'm going to ask him this morning.
Terrible.
Triple M.
I was on Instagram shock horror the other day, and a reel popped up of people talking about things that are commonplace in society. You think they are, well, they must be, but you never see it happening. So, the first one, I just want to see if you guys have seen this before. Your neighbours bringing in their groceries
Neighbours bringing in their groceries.
from the boot of their car.
No.
I've never seen it.
Not a lot, no.
Wonder why that is.
It must happen all the time. I bring mine in all the time. I've never seen my neighbours do it.
Do they park in a garage a bit or a driveway?
Yeah.
In the driveway.
Towards the back of the house, maybe.
No, mine park right in their driveway.
All right.
I see them get out their car. Never seen them bring in their... Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Baby
haven't actually.
pigeon.
No.
That's funny.
They're just adults
They are.
immediately.
They just
They are.
spawn.
They're just adults. A crane going up or coming down.
Yes.
I've never seen one go up or come down. I just see it up there. It's just there.
That is really
And then it's
interesting.
gone.
I've never seen it go like
Appears from nowhere.
it's just there all of a sudden.
yeah.
Another table in the restaurant ordering food.
Yeah, you see that all the
yeah,
time.
you see that.
I've never
I must admit
heard
I've
the
seen
table
that.
next to
Nah,
me
you see
just.
that.
Yeah.
All right, okay, that's
Okay.
fair enough. This one I've never seen. A goth driving a car.
A gothic person, that's
Yeah.
what you call them.
A goth driving a car.
They
Surely
don't
on
own
the way
cars,
to
do they?
on the way to the medieval fest up at Paracombe, surely.
They take the bus.
They're bus
Goth
people, aren't
driving
they?
a car.
Goths are bus people. You see
Come on,
plenty
you
of.
can't get on a bus dressed like that, surely.
When was the last time you were on a bus? On any given bus in Adelaide, there's
take
at
the
least one goth
broomstick.
at all
Goth?
time.
Okay.
Goths aren't witches.
Oh,
they don't
okay.
have broomsticks.
Yeah, okay.
They got Doc Martens and purple hair.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They listen to The Cure. But yeah, that's just a list of things that you never see commonplace. The crane one blows my mind.
Yeah,
Baby
you're right.
pelicans.
That is incredible.
Baby pelicans. I've never seen a baby pelican.
Jars buying a beer.
Very well done.
AutoCam, real-time video from Automasters. Triple M's Rumour Mill, Adelaide's most listened to segment. Hear it every day at 7:40 on Roo, Dits and Loz.
All right, Emily, our co-producer, is coming with a rumour. Good morning.
The gossip.
Morning. Yeah, I've got the goss.
Yeah.
So I heard on the streets that there's a live music venue opening in Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
What
Now-
kind of live music venue?
Well, like a pub or a warehouse or
It's going to be like a small, intimate, like kind of venue. Probably would hold around 200, 500 people.
Yeah.
And it's to support like local SA bands to get live music back in.
Well, this is
SA.
much needed, isn't it? And
Very
Loz, you
much.
know a lot about this. I mean, venues have closed down. Obviously, they're trying to save the cranker at the moment.
Yeah. And it will work because there are so many bands that just need somewhere to play, and there's just nowhere to put them. Like you know a young group, Dits.
Yeah, I know a couple actually. Yeah.
and they're just always looking for somewhere to play.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no, the audiences fill up with their friends and family, and it's a very good thing to do.
Emily, when I was a wee boy, which we're going back a fair while, but when I was a lad, let's say in the 80s, there was, I'm trying to think whether they're resurrecting this place or not, but it was actually in behind all of those big old wool store buildings. It was in a side street tucked away, but we used to go there as young lads,
Was
and
it
it was
cool?
I can't remember,
Underground.
but it was really good, and they'd have shows there, not often, but sometimes on a Sunday arvo. I wonder if that's what's being resurrected, but
It might be. I don't know. That's all I know.
I mean, there are good pubs in the port too, many good pubs.
Yeah.
But if you say it's a venue,
it's definitely a venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that area has just boomed. There's so many things down there now that weren't there 10 years ago, and people are willing to now, make the trip. Like I live
Yeah.
in Torrensville, and I'm happy to go to the port if something's on a Saturday night for sure.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Emily. Good
Watch
job.
this space.
So,
Thanks, Em.
music venue for Port Adelaide. Just quickly, I dropped a rumour last year, and it's happening again. It's a bit of a plug, but remember last year, McGain Real Estate paid for everyone to go to the football at South Adelaide? It's on again this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, so South Adelaide play the Crows, I reckon, this weekend, Roo, on
Where at?
Saturday at Panthers' home ground.
No longer.
Yep. So, McGaines, you'll get into the football free. So, if you've got nothing to do this long
good
weekend...
family day.
Great family day. And there'll be plenty to do for the kids like last year. Plenty of activities. But McGaines will pay for you to get into the football.
Good idea.
All right?
There you go. If you've got some goss, give us a buzz. 13353. It's Rudy. It's on Loz. Triple M.
Hey, we were talking before about the Mexican election and the first female president for 200 years, and we said 38 people assassinated through the election process. It is actually right. I thought it was, but that is just
38.
38.
38 people.
Gee.
What is going on over there?
What?
A bit of Russian roulette to be a poly in Mexico.
Oh, you'd have to.
Survive or not.
Hey,
Balls of steel.
Yeah, good news for people on the minimum wage. It's going up 3.75% this year. That's on the back of
More than inflation.
more than inflation, Loz, which is what number?
3.6.
Well done, Loz.
Sorry, I had coffee in my mouth.
The last couple of years, it's gone up 4.6% and 5.75%, which are bigger numbers, and it's the highest increase, I think, in a very, very long time over a 3-year period. But let's not forget, inflation has been up to 8%. And coming down to 3.6% over the last few years. So they needed to. And it is the first time it's gone up higher than inflation, so that's a good result for them. It's a tough result for business people who've got shops where they're doing it tough at the moment, because at the moment, income for a lot of businesses is going down, and now costs are going up. So it's a win for people on the minimum wage. It's another little negative for people that are struggling to make ends meet. So you can't really win at the moment, can we?
Very confusing system we have, where the more you earn, the more you spend, the worse it is for the economy. But we still want you to spend, but not too much.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to pull it back in. You have to have people lose jobs. You have to have people.
It's a weird
You
world.
need suffering
You're right.
in order for it to. Yeah. It's just
That's
very.
why we let the smart people work it out, Loz, not
Yeah,
us.
my brain literally
I'll tell you
hurts right now.
the sector I really feel for at the moment, and Loz, you worked in it, but every day we read about restaurants closing.
know,
Well,
hospitality.
that's what I'm talking about. So those wages going up 3.75% now, and their sales are going down.
Yeah,
at the
I don't know
moment.
how they're going to fix
Their
that.
rents are going up,
what's
their
the
power
future?
bills are going up.
Yep, and
Their food costs are going up. I went
Yeah.
to the shop last night. We had schnitzels and vegetables and that. And I bought a couple of things. I spent $72
yeah,
in the
it's
supermarket.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like a couple of things of milk, just enough to get you through a day or whatever.
Yeah.
You walk through the fruit and veggie bit, and I'm going, I'm not paying that for that. I'm not paying that for that.
No.
And you just go, nah, I'm waiting for them to come down. Everything's just bloody ridiculous.
I had I just brought some groceries in the other day. It was $130 worth of groceries, and it was like 3 bags of groceries. It was just crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't last
and it's
long.
not like I'm buying the Lure pack.
yeah.
You know, I'm getting the home brand butter. I'm buying home brand stuff, and it is
Lure pack?
still
Educate me,
What
please.
is Lurpak?
That's like the best
the
butter.
best butter you
Like
can
the
get.
best.
Oh, right.
It's like
Lure
Western
pack.
style.
I know that
Yeah.
at Torrensville.
Okay.
It's
Right.
Back in the old days, Natalie, I used to be on a litre of Lure pack a month.
Right.
Now it's, home brand black and gold, hard as rock butter.
Oh,
Just, you
make
know.
your own butter.
Yeah,
Got a cow in the backyard.
that's exactly right.
Next to the bees and the
Yeah.
chooks.
Time for Loz's Wheelie Bin.
Triple M. It's time for your favourite game. Loz's Wheelie Bin of Fortune.
Yes, if
Now-
you can guess what's in there. How much is a prize money jackpotted to now?
$9,800. It'll be $10,000 at 1 o'clock today if it doesn't go off this morning.
Yeah.
So the guesses yesterday were Hello Kitty water skill tester, which we had in the morning, very specific.
Yep.
Sylvanian family came in at 10 o'clock. Would never throw out Sylvanians. They are
What?
very expensive.
What are they?
They're like little tiny. They're just they're little tiny animals. They're
Okay.
like little. You play with them when you're a kid,
Right.
but they're adorable and they're very expensive. And the
Sounds like you really want one.
no, I've got some. I already have some.
Well, you would have nagged and nagged.
I have
and
some left
nagged
over from
and
my childhood
nagged
that
and
are in the
nagged
bag.
until you got one.
Oh, absolutely. The hedgehogs are the cutest. Anyway, the other guess was the empty toy capsule from a Yowie.
From a Yowie.
Yeah, you know a Yowie, the chocolate. They're like a.
Different world, Dits.
Righto.
Oh, God.
Steve at Kapunda. Hello, Steve.
Oh, g'day, legends.
Yeah.
G'day,
G'day, Steve.
What's happening up the Barossa?
I'm just driving to work at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, all good.
What do you do for a crust?
Relief teacher.
Oh,
Good on you, Steve.
Any
Good on you,
frosts
Steve.
up in the Barossa at the moment? Must be getting close.
Oh, it's really cold. Yeah.
Okay.
Had to put stuff over my mango trees because otherwise we'll die from the frost.
Mangoes. You're a mango grower. Do you dehydrate them?
We haven't had any yet because it's a fairly small tree.
Oh, so it's a new sort of thing. All right, well, the clues so far have been chocolate, Japan, 2022 floods, unoccupied, and ages 3 and up. What do you think is in my wheelie bin?
I think it's an empty juice container, probably orange juice, and probably like a empty orange juice bottle.
And
Okay.
Why?
Okay, so I'm taking the letters from Japan, unoccupied, and chocolate, the first letters. J, U, C are all in the word juice.
Oh, you've
Wow.
you've gone
into the
wide
1%
here.
club.
Wow.
That's good. Keep going.
Keep going.
Oh, sorry. Also, 2022 floods were in the Riverland where juice is produced.
Oh.
And 3 and over threw me a little bit, but I'm just thinking maybe orange juice is recommended for maybe kids 3 and over.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Steve. Let's see.
All right,
if,
Steve, let's see how we go with
Get
this.
the drum roll, please.
$9,800.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Steve, you have a great day, though, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Listen, Steve's thinking is that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's
What, is he
creative.
on the right track?
Well, this is what I'm saying. People need to be creative.
Cryptic.
Cryptic, which is what everyone's
Give us a
been
bit
doing.
more than that.
No. It's just good thinking. The way he's gone
Is
about
orange
it.
juice on the right?
I can't say, and you know that I can't say. I'm just saying that whoever guesses this is going to be a creative person who's taken the clues and found ways to bring it back to what's in there,
Yeah, right.
which is what everyone's been doing. But
Yeah,
it's just impressive still.
Are we getting a clue tomorrow?
We're getting a clue tomorrow.
Every Wednesday.
Yes.
All right.
Time.
Well, the winner of the Rumour, $1,000 yesterday.
Yes.
It was a great winner and a timely winner because they'd had a baby
Just
last
had a little
Sunday.
girl.
Just said, what are you going to spend the money on? But how about this story?
Well, we've just had a baby last Sunday, so
Good on you. What did you
at the
have?
moment.
What did you have?
Had a little girl. She came out 11 pounds 11.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
You are
broke
kidding
it.
me.
Yeah, luckily it was a cesarean. Otherwise, it'd be a
Goodness
Holy
me.
hell! Yeah, you couldn't
Juicy
push that
baby.
out. That is massive. I just wanted to convert that to grams. It's 5.3 kilos.
Huge.
Now, standard babies sort of low threes.
Yeah.
So that's bloody nearly double.
My brother was 10'3". We were all big babies, actually, except my sister. She was in the 6 pound, but one of my brothers was 9'8", I was 9'3", and my other brother was 10'3".
Gee.
And Dad said he came out like a 3-month-old. He was giving he was giving eye contact
Came
to
out
people,
walking.
just really like juicy and chunky and like fully formed.
Yeah.
And it can happen. Have you had any really big babies?
No, we're all pretty normal. I think
Yeah?
Rocco was our biggest baby. He was in the 8 pound something, and now he's the smallest kid, so it doesn't really work.
Nah.
Dits?
I've got no idea about my family. I don't know.
You don't know the weights of your
No, I
babies.
don't. I know. I should, but I don't.
It's the first question people ask for some reason, isn't it?
Yes, I know.
It is weird. And I don't weigh anything else in my life in pounds except for babies.
Yeah.
I don't really understand the kilos, but I know what an 8 pound baby is.
Yeah.
You're allowed to ask the weight of a baby. You're not allowed to ask the weight of a footballer these days.
Don't want to fat shame the baby.
Fat shame the baby.
Babies are
feelings.
very much allowed to be fat. I
Yeah.
think we love a fat baby.
We love a fat baby.
Yeah.
Tommy Basso, who works here, he was the biggest, for a while, he was the biggest baby ever born at Burnside Hospital.
Had the record.
And now it's been overtaken, so he's the second
Yeah.
biggest baby.
He's on the podium.
Still
Yeah.
got the biggest head, though.
Enormous noggin. Yeah.
Are we taking calls on the biggest baby?
Would love to hear from
Oh,
you.
we're going to...
All right, the winner of the Rumour yesterday, the $1,000 for the month, had a baby this week, 11 pounds 11.
That's up there.
That's a huge baby.
I don't know if I've heard much bigger than that or any bigger than that. Let's go to our callers. G'day, Tim from Salisbury North. How are you, Timmy?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Very, very good. Have you know of a bigger baby than that or about that size?
Oh, my daughter was 5.125 kilos.
Wow, that's
That's right up there. Yeah.
so that's up there at high 11s.
I'm going to have to
pounds?
convert that. 5 point what was
That
it?
would be about 11.8 or 11.7.
Yeah.
5.12.
Yeah.
Wow.
How old is she now, Tim?
About 7 months, nearly 8 months now.
Okay.
Is she getting, how's her growth rate? Is she in the sort of high percentile for size?
Six 6.5 kilos, nearly
she's
7.
grown.
All right.
Beautiful,
Good on you,
beautiful.
Tim. That's a good one.
All right, let's go to Winvale. G'day, Shani. Have you know of a big baby?
Yeah, so my second son, Brayden, was 5.5 kilos.
Oh, no. Get lost. Did you, natural birth, Shani?
God, no. Straight out of sunroof. Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
What bit did you not go natural because of the size, or?
No, it wasn't happening.
It wasn't
going to happen. 24 hours in. Yeah, it's
I
not
feel
happening.
for you.
That's
Yeah.
12.12
I still had to carry him round.
Being down the business end of a birth is one of the great experiences in life.
Yep.
I just loved
Yep.
it, but I just don't know how the hell it works.
No, Yeah. no.
You do not understand how.
Yeah, incredible.
It's crazy. What the girls go through is just ridiculous.
Ian, St Agnes, how big was yours?
12.8, mate. 12.8.
12.8.
12.8 pounds.
12.8. That's a new record.
12.8.
What?
Natural birth. Absolutely natural. No kidding, man. No kidding.
How's Mum going?
She's a beautiful woman. 40 years ago, man. 40 years ago.
Wow, 40 years.
12.8.
12.8.
Haven't heard of one of those.
Doozy.
I don't know what to say.
How long? How long was the labour?
Yeah, how long was the labour?
Yeah, quite a long time actually. It was a while ago, but it was quite a few hours.
Yeah.
Were you down there having a look, Ian, watching it?
Did you
Well,
see
I did have a look, mate. I did have a look.
You scared?
I went, holy. Look at the size of that one.
God.
Who we got there?
Let's go to Birkenhead. G'day, Ian.
G'day, how you going?
Don't tell me you got a bigger one than 12.8 for Christ's sake.
Yeah, my nephew, he was 13.10.
What?
13.
Is he an elephant?
This is a world record.
What?
Yeah, 30.
When? When was this?
That was, how old is he now? He's 24 now.
Is he a big boy?
He's a big boy, yeah.
Okay.
Big family, and it had to be cesarean.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You just
Yeah.
can't.
All right.
There's just-
£13.10. What's the biggest baby ever in the world?
It was a 22-pound baby, but there were health complications. Not a nice story, but yeah.
22
That-
pounds.
22
Imagine.
pounds?
Unbelievable. But
Want to get stuck in there for a couple of years.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Came out with a college degree,
Yeah.
but that is to
think
all the
that's the
ladies
winner,
out
surely.
there. I
Ian,
just can't believe it.
Congratulations. You've won a $200 DeWalt prize pack.
Rudits and Laws on this Tuesday morning.
Every Tuesday we have Tex Walker
Yeah.
in, and he had a bit to say. Firstly, how they went against Hawthorn on the weekend. What happened in that first half?
Where do I start? It's probably every area. They beat us up in contested ball, and defensively they were better than us, and they moved the ball too easily. They had, I think, 11 or 12 shots in the first quarter. And
But why does that happen, Tex? Why do you think that happens? What did you say in the meeting yesterday? What did the boys say? What did the coaches say?
We probably put it down to our pure mindset wasn't ready to go, and we weren't up for the fight in the first quarter, which is probably hard to hear as a Crows supporter.
And we also asked Tex, will he get up with his back? He got subbed out at halftime with a bad back. Can he play off a 5-day break on Thursday night against Richmond?
It's nowhere near as bad as last time, Ditz, but just coming at half-time and it really locked up and spasmed on me. So, didn't have much movement at half-time, so we decided to sub me out and sub Bez in.
What part of the back is it?
Lower back. It's improved heaps, so we'll have a run around today and see how it pulls up ahead of Thursday night.
Yeah, a couple of issues ahead of the game Thursday night. Roo, you're recording the bump today.
Yep.
So anyone in SA that loves their footy, especially Port and Crows, tune into the bump on the Listener app.
Yeah, search Rue Dits and Lies. Have a great day, everyone. We'll catch you tomorrow.